Well, there you go. I am live. Well, I'm live to me. Let's see how live I am to everyone else who's going to be joining me, hopefully through Twitter, through whatever else. I have a new microphone, and so I thought I would try it out, see how it goes. Maybe it will work out fine. Maybe not. I don't know. All right. Well, all I know is that it has gone live on YouTube. So here I am. Anyway, I'm glad you all could join me, or I could sit here alone in my room. It's not any different one from another, honestly, because, you know, how can you tell the difference? It's just literally just me just sitting here. So it's basically like any other day of the week. All right, well, anyway, this has gone on long enough, I suppose. So I have this new microphone. Here it is. It looks like a alien landing or Pluto. I'm not even really sure. Anyway, I hope it's working without light. Ooh. Okay, so anyway, here's my video, and I'm not 100% convinced that it is working, but I'm hoping that it is, because I would really like it for all of you to see me and enjoy me while I'm here doing my videos. Anyway, so I have this new microphone, and I thought I would try it out because Romaine has been, she added a new microphone to her system, and I thought I sounded kind of tinny. So I thought I would do a little live chat, see what you think, see if it sounds weird and tinny to you, or if the sound is better. I'm going to assume that the 5 people that will join me on a Saturday night will have been at the previous chats and will have some sense of what it's supposed to sound like. So anyway, here I am. It's Saturday night. As you can see, I have a rocking, amazing kind of a life where I'm constantly at parties and hanging out with celebrities, and my life is amazing. Oh, look, I found this. Well, I got my first comment, and it is from Brian, and Brian says, "We're enjoying you." Well, that's great. But how is the sound? Is the sound better? That's what I really want to know. Because I know you all enjoy me, because I'm fantastic. So I made some Periscope videos today, one on my way in to the city, and then I made an, wait, did I make another one? No, I just made the one on my way into the city, and then I put it on YouTube so people could see it. Stephanie says, "Can see you," and the mic works great. All right, fantastic. So I went to the city today because I was hanging out with my friend Terry. Terry and I met each other in Los Angeles literally 20 years ago. I mean, he's been telling everyone for years, "Oh, we've been friends for 20 years," when it was like 14. I was like, don't age us up. But it legitimately has been 20 years. So Terry moved to New York a few years ago, and I live here, and so we're friends. And sometimes we go to the movies together, especially when Mike's not around. We'll go to the movies. We'll see something. So Mike is not back until Wednesday, and so I had to go and see something with Terry that I knew Mike wouldn't necessarily want to see or wouldn't have a chance to see. So we went to see Mr. Holmes, which is this new movie that came out this weekend with Sir Ian McKellen and Laura Linney, where he plays Sherlock Holmes at the age of 93, and he's trying to solve the last case that he had that drove him into his retirement. And actually, it was a very sweet movie. Bill Condon directed it. I don't know him personally. I think I met him maybe once in Los Angeles or something, but he's like a friend of a friend. So a lot of my LA friends know him, and he does great work. He did Gods and Monsters and Chicago, right? He's done a lot of great things. He's very talented. So I liked it. It was a very sweet movie. And then we went to this place called Smith. I don't know. It had a nice subway tile on the wall. And we each had a $20 salad, like a $25 salad. And we barely finished it. So we had this like outrageously expensive lunch, which now that I'm unemployed, I really appreciate. And yeah, didn't even finish it. And the waitress, by the way, Terry ate like 3 bites of his salad. It barely looked like anything. And the waitress just put the other plates right into the middle of it, like, Oh, you won't want this later. It's too expensive here. We don't give people food on their way out. But I also had to drink a cucumber ginger ale, which I had never had before, but it was a hot, super humid day, and it was very refreshing. Let's see what comments have come in while I've been talking. John, who is my neighbor, says, "You sound good from around the corner." Oh, the window's not even open, but I guess you can hear me. That's how loud I am in the neighborhood. Wes says, "No, can't see the mic. Sounds good." Well, the mic is here. I feel like I'm in Singing in the Rain. Now, the mic is going to be hidden in this bush. So remember to speak into the bush. Sheesh, what am I, dumb as something? I love that movie. Gene Hagen is terrific. I know all the choreography. So anyway, we had that fantastic lunch, went to the movies. It was super humid. I walked through the city. It was muggy and gross and disgusting. And I meet Terry at the movies and he gives me this big hug and I'm literally like drenched in sweat. It's real barfy. But we had a lovely time and it was nice to see him. And it was nice being in the city. It didn't smell too much like urine, but it was a little crowded. And I was glad to be home and then pick up this mic. So it's really what I wanted to tell you. I did not have any big, exciting news or plans or anything. You know, I'm working on this local super secret project that now may or may not happen. So I won't have anything to announce on Sunday's Google Hangouts, but you should tune in anyway because Romaine and I will actually be announcing something. It may not be what you think, but it's something. And it's better to have something than nothing. That's what I say. That's my motto in life. So anyway, tune in to our Google Hangouts on air live. If you have downloaded the Google Hangouts app, you probably downloaded the wrong one because it turns out there are two Google Hangout apps. There's one that's basically like their version of Skype, Google's version of Skype. And then the other one is this, what we're doing right now, which is a Hangout on air. And there is a separate Google app for Google Hangouts on air. So if you need to watch through a phone or a tablet, make sure you have the correct app. This is why people keep calling while we're trying to do the thing, because they think that's how you're supposed to connect. You have the wrong app. Or just watch on YouTube. It's that much easier. Okay, let's see what else people say. John says, "You are way quieter than that screamer neighbor." Yeah, I do have a neighbor who's pretty loud. That's for sure. But it's not John. And Brian says, "The mic is a little echoey, but perfectly serviceable. A dynamic mic might sound sharper, but then it would obscure the face, which is your fortune." Yeah, I mean, I suppose if I had the mic get a little closer, woo. We'll see how echoey it gets when Romaine is actually here, where there's sound coming back at it. That's what I'm more worried about, is how it'll be tomorrow. But I just wanted the sound to be a little bit better than just the mic that comes from the Mac, right? That's my plan. Alex has a question. Okay. Alex says, "Derek and Romaine the musical. Who's playing Derek?" Chris Colfer. He sings. He's in my range, not my age range, but my vocal range, in the sense that he has a vocal range and I do not. I mean, I have a vocal range. It's just, it goes from terrible to awful. It's just not really what people are looking for. Just still playing with this nonsense. I gotta go. Oh wait, I committed to 15 minutes, didn't I? Oh, this has only been 9. Oh, can you imagine? All right, well, I hope this has been fun for you. It has been fun for me. People have not asked other questions, so I guess that's all there is. I told, you could see some of the periscopes that I did on my YouTube channel. And I did a periscope the other day where I explained how I solved a problem with my coffee maker. And since I'm probably not gonna put the rest of the periscope up, I'll just tell you really quickly now that my coffee maker was leaking water. And I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna have to get a new coffee maker. And so I asked Mike if he had a preference, because he picked out the one we have and I love it. It makes good, strong, hot coffee. And he's like, oh, the reviews for the current version of this model. People don't like it. But how about this one? $170. I was like, I'm not spending $170 on a coffee maker. I love coffee, but not $170. It's like The Simpsons. I love you, but I don't love you this much. I love you like, So anyway, so it's like, oh my God. So I was reading all the reviews of various coffee makers, and one of the things people kept saying is, oh, the coffee grinds get jammed up inside the machine and that causes it to leak and what have you. I was like, oh, maybe I should clean the machine, and then maybe if I clean it more effectively, then it won't be leaking water all over the place. So I start cleaning the machine, my coffee maker, and then I notice as I'm cleaning it that there is a hole in the back of the water reservoir, so you can put one of those feeder tubes into the coffee maker. And I've had that coffee maker for 5 years, maybe. Never saw it, never noticed it. So of course I have been just splashing buckets of water into the thing, and naturally the water has just been splashing out the back. And that's why I thought that the coffee maker was leaking. Anyway, it turns out after I noticed that hole was there and I poured the water in more carefully, it turns out the leak is fixed. The coffee maker is no longer leaking water. And I have saved myself $170, but not saved myself from being an embarrassing human person who people cannot believe is like a grown person who lives in a house alone and has not died at the bottom of the stairs. Here's a message from my sister, Tiffany. Tiffany says, are you losing weight? Your face looks thin. I'm trying to. It's also the lighting. It's also getting older. But I am trying to lose some weight because whatever our future endeavor is, it probably will require me to take my shirt off. Or if we can't get a Derek and Romaine show off the ground, I might have to do porn. So I probably should get into some kind of shape. I mean, I know it's going to be like a sad, like, ooh, can you believe the Octomom did that kind of a thing? But even still, I should get into some kind of shape. It probably won't come to that. Mel says, I didn't see a Google Hangouts Live app in the iPhone App Store. If someone knows what it's called, they should post. Maybe it's the Google Plus app. That's probably what it is. I know that there's the Google Hangouts app is something else, I think. Honestly, I don't know. But I downloaded the Google Hangouts app, and it does seem to just be Skype because I did the same thing everybody else did. But naturally, I wasn't on the app when we were doing this because I was doing this. That's when my phone was ringing. So it's probably the Google Plus app. Just watch through YouTube. It's so much easier. Anne says, the sound of your voice is always a plus. It is. Unless I'm sitting behind you at the movies and it's a comedy. And then you'll be sorry. And then finally, Wes says, what's for dinner? You know what? I am very torn about dinner tonight. This is a vexing problem. Because for the last 48 hours, I have been jonesing so hard for pizza. It's not even funny. Like, I'm desperate for pizza. I would murder for pizza. That's how much I want pizza. If pizza was a man, I would marry it. So I really want pizza. But as I mentioned to my sister just a moment ago, trying to lose weight, trying to keep the weight off, pizza is not in that strategy. And we did have this half-eaten salad for lunch. I, of course, also ate my share of a bucket of popcorn. So I'll probably have something, whatever, small for dinner tonight because I should probably not eat a whole pizza. But I want you to know that if tomorrow I get on the Google Hangouts on air live with Romaine, and then I tell you that I ate a whole pizza, I don't want you to be surprised. I want you to be prepared that that might be exactly what happens. Because it might. It might happen exactly like that. Sorry. I'm already disappointed in myself, and I didn't even do anything. I'm totally ordering a pizza right now. I should do it over with my phone. You know what? I have a preset order from Domino's called Fatty 2x4. I'll just order that. It's fine. It's really for 2 people. And by 2 people, I mean for like 6 people. But Mike and I eat it over 2 days. But I could just order it for myself and just eat the whole thing before Mike gets here on Wednesday. I mean, that's terrible, but oh, he'll know because there'll be empty pizza boxes here. Oh, I can't do that. If the cardboard recycling was on Tuesday, I would totally do it. But I can't get away with it. I can't brisket. All right, anyway, I'll just have whatever's in the thing. Also, I have some bananas that are like ripe. Not so ripe that you throw them away, but too ripe that you want to eat them. So I was going to make some banana bread, but it's like 88 degrees and humid as fuck here. So I'm like, ugh, baking. Oof. I might have to put them in the freezer until November when we get back from the cruise. That's when I'll be in the mood for banana bread. But I can't let them go to waste. I can't. All right, well, I hope you have enjoyed this weird ranting on a Saturday night. I hope you like the microphone. Maybe I'll move it a little closer. Come a little closer, don't be shy. Anyway, I'll put the microphone a little closer and maybe that'll be better. Thank you so much for being with me, and join us for our Derek and Romaine live chat on Sunday at a special time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Normally it's 4 p.m., but it's Romy's birthday. Well, actually her birthday is the 20th, I think. Anyway, it's her birthday, so they're having a birthday party for her. But after the birthday party is over, then Romaine will be doing the live chat with us. You can get all the information, actually nowhere. But if you go to find Derek and Romaine on Google Plus or go to our YouTube page, you will find a link to our video there. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Escalator, and I hope the sound was better.